What's going on, everybody? I'm Howard Bender from the Fantasy Alarm, and it's time now for your fantasy baseball stock watch for MLB Week 19. Now, we're a couple of hours away still from the end of the trade deadline, so there could be some more maneuvering. But listen, what we do here on the stock watch is we find the players who in fantasy baseball are rising and falling in value. That goes hand in hand right now with the MLB trade deadline. So I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment here. And instead of just saying risers and fallers, I'm going to talk about MLB trade deadline winners and losers. A different kind of 3 up, 3 down, but nevertheless, the same purpose. Start with Jazz Chisholm as one of the big winners here, going from Miami to New York. He's playing for the Yankees now. We know he's a great power speed combo. There's no doubting his talent. The question was whether or not his personality would gel in that Yankee clubhouse. And from what I'm hearing from Jim Bowden, who has been talking directly to Aaron Boone, who obviously is the guy running the show over there, tells me that Aaron Judge and Juan Soto are both taking Jazz under their wings, so to speak, and try and teach him to be a better, more productive overall player. That's going to help certainly on the field. What's also helping on the field is Chisholm turned to Boone and said, "Wherever you need me, coach." And that means third base. He played third base in his first game as a New York Yankee, popped a home run. We love seeing that. So added position eligibility, bigger, better lineup to play in. He could even move up to that leadoff spot. So Jazz Chisholm is definitely one of the winners. Paredes from the Chicago Cubs now from Tampa Bay. Listen, this is all about park shift. He's going from a beautiful, beautiful pitcher-friendly Tampa Bay Tropicana field to the friendly confines of Wrigley. Now, it's kind of funny. Paredes is a dead pull hitter, and while the line in Tampa Bay, the left field line is 315 feet to 355 feet over at Wrigley, the left field wall going from left to center, definitely about 10 to 15 feet further in towards home plate in Wrigley than it is at the Trop. So gonna be a great little homer ballpark for him. And let's not forget the dog days of summer when the wind is blowing out in Wrigley. Paredes, he's also going to be going to playing in front of 40,000 fans as opposed to 4. You telling me that's not going to give him a boost? That also can be said for Lane Thomas. He's my third guy here. He went from the Nationals to the Cleveland Guardians. And here's a guy who's going to be playing in front of a hot ballpark as well. But what I love most about this for Lane Thomas is that he's going to be hitting second in this lineup behind a very, very productive Steve Kwan and in front of Jose Ramirez. Listen, I love CJ Abrams and I love James Wood, but these guys don't intimidate a pitching staff or provide the lineup protection that Jose Ramirez does. So Lane Thomas to the moon, runs scored, and great production from him as well. For every winner, there's a loser, and I got 3 down right here. Number 1 is Adam Duvall of the Braves. They pick up Jorge Soler, and that pushes Duvall right into a straight-up platoon with Eddie Rosario, a little lefty-righty action for the two of them. But Soler looks like he's going to be locked in as the everyday starting outfielder for the Braves, which pushes Duvall, who really wasn't doing a whole hell of a lot for us anyway, still slashing like 188, 212, and like a 336 slugging percentage, something horrendous like that. So Duvall even worse than where he was. This next one kind of hurts me a little bit, and that's Carlos Estevez. He goes from the Los Angeles Angels to the Philadelphia Phillies. And the problem is that Estevez had that bullpen locked down. He was the guy. 20 saves on the season. It might have been a bad team, but he was still picking up saves. He was well on his way to plenty more. Now he goes to Philadelphia, where he's still probably going to be in the mix for saves. But when you've got lefty Jose Alvarado in there, right-hander Jeff Hoffman, these guys were doing well. And manager Rob Thompson for the Philadelphia Phillies, he likes to mix and match. He likes playing those matchups. So we're going to see a pullback probably on some save work for Estevez. I'm hoping I'm wrong on this, but I don't think I am. And then finally here, Alec Marsh, starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. Their acquisition of Michael Lorenzen probably puts him in as the 5th starter. He's more experienced, veteran arm, capable of going deeper into games. He's probably going to take over as the 5th starter. Alec Marsh either falls into long relief or possibly even a demotion to the minors. and save his arm, keep him on a regular pitching schedule, but save him in case there's an injury. So Duvall, Estevez, Marsh, Chisholm, Paredes, Thomas. Yeah. That's going to do it. I've got a full article over at fantasyalarm.com. Go ahead and check that out over there. And if you don't have that subscription to go and check that article out, do yourself a favor. fantasyalarm.com/win. Promo code Let's Go. That gives you 50% off your first month. And oh, baby, football's right around the corner here. I'm Howard Bender from Fantasy Alarm. Catch you next time.